aktif dan salam perantauan. Selamat Hari Raya.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Saya Kamarina.
Saya Anisu. Kami ingin mengucapkan
Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri.
Maaf Zahir dan Batin. Love from Melbourne. Bye.
Hai Cik Zul dan Cik Baharul. Tahun dekat Lake Rotorua. We're having fun.
Okey, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, selamat pagi semua. Alhamdulillah dapat kita berjumpa pada pagi ini, dapat kita berkenal-kenalan untuk satu sesi taklimat berkaitan dengan satu tajuk yang menarik yang kita akan bincang kupas pada hari ini, iaitu berkaitan dengan Sijil Matrikulasi, Pengiktirafan di Universiti Terkemuka di luar negara. Jadi insyaAllah hari ini kita ada slot yang agak panjang bersama wakil-wakil agensi daripada United Kingdom, kita ada Australia, kita ada, dan juga New Zealand untuk sama-sama berkongsi berkenaan dengan pengiktirafan yang telah diperolehi oleh program matrikulasi dalam bagi lulusan pelajar matrikulasi untuk melanjutkan pengajian ke universiti di luar negara. Jadi untuk sesi slot yang pertama kita pada pagi ini, kita akan bersama dengan seorang wakil daripada Malaysian British Education Corporation Services, iaitu Puan Saayadatul Afza Zakaria daripada Malaysian British Education Corporation Services, MABEX atau ringkasannya MABEX. Jadi insyaAllah kita akan berkongsi pelbagai informasi yang menarik berkaitan dengan permohonan khususnya ke negara United Kingdom. Jadi insyaAllah kita akan bersama-sama Puan saya sebentar lagi. Assalamualaikum Puan Saayadatul, apa khabar?
Oh, baik, terima kasih Cik Zul. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Sama-sama Puan Saayadatul. InsyaAllah sebentar lagi kita akan berkongsi lagi banyak perkara-perkara menarik berkenaan dengan kelebihan lulusan matrikulasi khususnya berkaitan dengan permohonan ke universiti di United Kingdom. Jadi saya akan ceritakan sedikit kupasan berkenaan dengan sejarah lah, history sedikit berkenaan dengan permohonan ke luar negara ni. Saya tunjukkan sedikit slide sini ya. Okey. Alright, jadi berkaitan dengan permohonan ke luar negara, especially di universiti-universiti terkemuka di luar negara, sebenarnya untuk pengetahuan semua penonton-penonton sekalian, program matrikulasi sejak tahun 1999 memang dikhususkan untuk kemasukan ke universiti di secara tempatan, sama ada universiti awam ataupun swasta. Namun begitu, kita dah bekerja lebih keras, melonjak lebih jauh dengan cuba mendapatkan pengiktirafan daripada universiti-universiti terkemuka di luar negara, dan ditayangkan di skrin sekarang. Okey, terdapat lebih daripada 35 universiti yang telah pun mengiktiraf kemasukan ke universiti mereka untuk ke tahun pertama ijazah di universiti-universiti yang terlibat. Sebagai contohnya di United Kingdom, antara universiti yang terkemuka yang boleh dimohon oleh pelajar matrik adalah seperti University College London, King's College London, University of Bristol, Manchester University, Liverpool University dan sebagainya, University of Nottingham, dan pelbagai lagi universiti yang ditawarkan di United Kingdom. Selain itu juga untuk pengetahuan semua, kita juga masih lagi menjalankan program-program bersama dengan universiti tersebut di luar negara, dengan kita ada buat penghantaran pelajar ke luar negara melalui program penghantaran pelajar cemerlang ataupun skim latihan tenaga pengajar program matrikulasi yang telah dilaksanakan sejak tahun 2006. Jadi untuk maklumat lanjut berkaitan dengan universiti yang diiktiraf di United Kingdom dan juga berkaitan macam mana kita nak mohon ke program macam mana kita nak mohon ke universiti di luar negara menggunakan Sijil Matrikulasi. Jadi kita akan kupas sedikit sebanyak berkenaan informasi tersebut bersama-sama kita pada pagi ini. Sekali lagi Puan Saayadatul Afza Zakaria Puan Saayadatul Afza Zakaria, kita perkenalkan, mohon Puan Saayadatul memperkenalkan sedikitlah latar belakang berkenaan dengan perkhidmatan dan juga berkaitan dengan bidang yang dilaksanakan oleh Puan. Dipersilakan Puan.
Okay, terima kasih Encik Zul. Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. First of all, thank you so much to Matriculation, MOE Matriculation Division for inviting myself to be the speaker for today's session. Okay, and also all of you for tuning in this morning to this session, and I hope you'll find it useful. Okay, so I'm gonna share my slide now. Okay, I hope you can see my slide, yeah? So okay, so this session is basically on UK studies, all right? So basically this session is about entrance to UK universities, and I'm just gonna first of all introduce myself again. Okay, my name is Puan Saayadatul Zakaria. I am a senior consultant at a company called Maybax. So Maybax stands for Malaysian British Educational Cooperation Services. Okay, so what we do is actually we provide advisory service to those who are interested to study in the UK. So basically, we have assisted many students who were interested to study in the UK, whether they are sponsored or privately funded, and including the students who graduated from the matriculation program. So Maybax was established in 1985, and I have been with Maybax for the past 20 years. So I hope that I can share my experience of handling the applications for matriculation students to study in the UK. So if you want to find out more about Maybax, you can go to our website, www.maybax.com. Okay, and that is our landing page. So you can have a look at our setup, find out more about our services, and also the universities that we represent. We work with more than 100 universities in the UK. So all the lists are in our website. Okay, so if you have the time, go through our website and you can find out more. Okay, and you can also check our contact details on the website. Okay, so since this is a UK studies section or session, obviously we need to have a UK map, right? I'm sure you are familiar with how the UK map looks like. So that is basically UK. All right, so in terms of size of the country, it's quite similar to Peninsular Malaysia. So you won't get culture shock in terms of the size of the country. So UK is made up of 4 separate countries: Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. They have their own sort of like system. So the 4 parts make up United Kingdom. Okay. And here it shows some of the cities in the UK. So you can see London there, Manchester, Sheffield, Liverpool, Birmingham. Okay, so these are some of the popular ones, popular cities in the UK. All right.
Puan saya, maaf mengganggu ya. Tekan next slide Puan saya.
Dah tekan?
It's still at the first page.
Oh, okay. You mean the UK studies in the first slide?
Studying in the UK. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not sure why. Can you see any changes? Ada tak?
It's not changing to the next slide. Belum lagi.
Oh, I'm not sure why that is the case. Can you see any changes? No?
Nope, not yet.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure why it's not changing. So, shall I just continue then without the slides? Yeah.
No
okay.
problem. You may also send the slide to my WhatsApp, and then I'll share the slide. Let's try to turn around.
Okay. So let me try this here. So you can't see my slide, yeah? Okay.
While that, you can continue explaining.
Yes,
Now
yes,
it's moving.
okay.
Now it's moving.
Now it's
Okay.
moving. Okay. So you can see is it in the app, slide mode? Yeah. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yep. Clearly. Just
Okay.
that
Okay. Sorry.
besarkan. Besarkan.
Okay.
Expand.
Sekejap, ya. Yeah. Is it moving? Okay. So can you see the UK map? I'm not sure whether you can see the UK map. All right. So I'm just going to continue. Yeah. So apologies on that. So basically, in terms of the qualifications to enter UK universities, all right. So I understand that you have completed your SPM exams for now. So you might be wondering what you need to do in order for you to apply overseas, specifically to the UK. So there is a perception that to go to the UK, you need certain qualifications only. So in the UK, the universities are pretty open in terms of accepting a wide range of qualifications, right? So we always divide qualifications into traditional and non-traditional qualifications, all right? So basically the traditional qualifications to enter UK are qualifications like A-levels or international baccalaureate, okay, in which these qualifications are accepted by all UK universities for whatever course. However, there are also non-traditional qualifications, and matriculation Malaysia is one of them. Okay, so I need to assure you that don't worry if you're thinking of going to the UK and you are going into matriculation, you still can go and study in the UK with that qualification. Okay, so no worries. So what course can I apply for at UK universities? Right. There are a wide range of courses that you can go for. Okay, there are a wide range of courses that you can go for with a matriculation certification. Okay, basically there are a couple of courses in which the UK universities are a bit more rigid in terms of entry. So these are courses like medicine, dentistry, veterinary science, in which they prefer traditional qualifications like A-levels or international baccalaureate. Okay, however, for other courses, okay, other wide range of courses, you can apply with a matriculation certification. All right, so that would be things like engineering, life sciences, physical sciences, accounting and finance, business school. Okay, so those courses students have entered into UK universities, various UK universities. With the qualification from matriculation. So not to worry, only a couple of courses which are a bit more strict in terms of the requirement of the universities. Okay. Now, in terms of entry requirements, if you are studying matriculation program and you are interested to transfer to the UK, you need to have good matriculation CGPA. All right. And also you need to have good SPM grades in the first place. So when I say good SPM grades, they don't really expect everybody to get all A plus. Okay, not to worry. You can get A's and B's. That's considered good as well. So good matriculation CGPA, good SPM grades, and also you must meet the English language requirements set by the university. All right. So when I say good matriculation CGPA, we always advise students to get at least 3.5 CGPA in the final exam in order to be considered by top universities in the UK or competitive universities in the UK. There are universities in the UK which ask for 3.75 even. But I have to say, a lot of students who go to the UK to go to top tier universities, they are they obtain usually at least around 3.8. Some of them are 4 flat, with 4 flat CGPA. So I would say to be on the safe side, just target at least 3.5 and above to get into good universities, right?
If I may interrupt Puan Saya, Puan Zatul.
Yes.
Okay,
You can see my slide?
Yeah, I can't really see.
Oh,
It's not
I'm so
moving to the
sorry.
next slide. But it's okay. My question is actually
Sure.
based on the language requirement. You just mentioned
Yes.
about CGPA of matriculations. What
Yes.
about the language requirements such as the IELTS, sorry, MOET,
Yes.
or English, SPM, GCE level? How does this impact the students' applications towards the university?
Yes, it does. It definitely plays a role in terms of the entry to the UK university. So, because we are international student, we need to prove to the universities that you can you have the level of proficiency required. Okay, so usually students from Malaysia, they can comply by the requirement, the English requirement, with 2 certificates. The first one is the GCE O Level English 1119 SPM. Okay, when you take SPM, you have the 1119 certificate, in which you have 2 grades for your SPM English. One is the ordinary one, the other one is the 1119 GCE O Level English. That 1119 1119 is accepted by quite a number, I think a lot of UK universities, and they require at least I would say preferably A's or B's, but some universities do also accept C's. Okay, now if a particular university do not accept the 1119 SPM, you can also top it up with an English test called IELTS. IELTS. Okay, that's the International English Language Testing System, where you can take it at the British Council. Okay, so but when you apply to the UK, you do not need to have IELTS at that point. You just need to present your 1119 English and then see how it goes. Okay, but the UK universities don't accept MWET. All right, so they do accept either 1119 SPM or the IELTS, International English Language Testing System, IELTS. All right, so IELTS is quite similar to MWET, in whereby they have 4 components: reading, writing, listening, speaking, and usually you need to get at least 6.5 overall band, in which the maximum band is 9.0. Okay.
Okay, thank you for explanations. This is something very satu perkara yang sangat istimewa sebenarnya untuk pelajar lepasan
Betul.
matrikulasi. Instead of they have to sit for the IELTS or MUET, actually matriculation students lepasan matrikulasi mereka boleh terus direct ke universiti di UK hanya menggunakan SPM, GCE O level mereka, dengan kalau ni dengan adanya perjanjian kami dengan pihak universiti, sekurang-kurangnya minimum B lah. Jadi tak perlu pun mereka menduduki ujian IELTS ataupun MUET, mereka boleh terus memohon ke universiti di UK. Itu satu perkara yang sangat menarik, yang boleh dikongsikan pada semua pelajar yang berminat lah untuk memohon ke universiti di luar negara melalui menggunakan sijil matrikulasi.
Betul. So it's quite flexible lah, university in the UK kan. So they can accept 1119. A lot of universities can accept 1119. So not to worry. Apply with 1119 and then you see how it goes. So you don't have to take the IELTS for now when you apply. Okay. And I apologize again that you cannot see my slide, but I'm just going to continue because we have time limit. So I'm just going to go through after this on the duration of study. So you might be wondering, kan, after SPM and then you take your matriculation, how long do you have to spend in the UK to study for your degree? So I would say you need to spend at least 3 years for an honours degree, depending on the course. Some parts of the UK, like Scotland, you have to spend 4 years at least to get an honours degree. So 3 to 4 years in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, and 4 to 5 years in Scotland. Okay, depending on the course that you're doing and also the location where you study in the UK. So that is the duration of studies. Yeah. And in terms of how students choose the universities that they're going to, basically there are a lot of things that they consider: accreditation, whether they're applying for any scholarship, university ranking, and of course the location or the environment of the universities as well. Okay, now if you are applying for certain courses like engineering, pharmacy, for example, architecture, there are certain body which controls the course and also the career. So you need to check through the relevant board, okay, to ensure that you go to a recognized university and that you can come back and practice. Okay, but there are a lot of courses without such, a body which governs the course and career. For example, accounting or economics is fine to go to any university as long as the ranking is good and it's a public university in the UK. Now, university ranking is important to look at, because if you're going for funding or applying for scholarship, for example, MARA or maybe Petronas, okay, you need to go to usually top ranked universities. Okay, so usually when we talk about top tier universities in the UK, the sponsor looks at a list called Russell Group. Okay, Russell Group University. So I'm just gonna, I don't know whether you can see the small screen here at all, but there's a list in the UK called Russell Group, okay? Russell Group. So basically, Russell Group unis are the equivalent to Ivy League in the US. Okay, there are 24 universities. It's an association of top-notch research-led universities. So these are considered the best universities in the UK. It's called Russell Group. So you can just Google Russell Group and you can see the 24 universities list. So matriculation graduates, they have gone to many Russell Group universities. So places like Birmingham, Bristol, Warwick, Manchester, University College London, King's College London, all these are Russell Group universities and also accept or are familiar with matriculation qualification. Okay, and apart from that, sponsor also would likely to ask for that the university that you're going to be in one of the top 100 universities in the world. So usually for that, sponsors look at QS lists, QS World University Rankings, or Times Higher Education Ranking. Okay, so apart from being in the Russell Group, the university must also be one of the top 100 in QS or Times Higher Education. So that's usually what sponsors are looking at. So if you are applying for scholarship, your choices are limited to usually rankings. Okay, so you need to check through the list that your sponsor prefers. Okay, and not a problem. Matriculation students have gone to a lot of Russell Group and top universities in the UK, all right, with good CGPA, of course. And also, okay, universities, all right. So now, when it comes to scholarship, universities in the UK, they don't usually offer full funding for students, okay, unfortunately. What they do is they offer tuition fee discounts, so maybe around £2,000 to £5,000 discount on fees. So that is why a lot of students, if they don't have the funding to go to the UK, they need to apply for a full scholarship from a local body here in order for them to fly. If they can afford and go on private funding, of course, they can, they can do so. You might be wondering how much it costs to study in the UK. It is expensive, definitely. It's not something to be taken lightly, right? So it's a big decision. The tuition fees itself cost around at least £15,000, £15,000 to about £33,000 per year, depending on the course that you do. And if you study for 3 or 4 years, you can calculate, okay, at least £15,000 to £33,000, depending on the university and the course that you are doing. In terms of the cost of living, you spend at least £1,000. I would say, to be on the safe side, £1,000 a month. Per £1,000 a month, so that means £12,000 per year. Okay, so it's a huge amount of money. So that's why a lot of students, before going or deciding to apply, they've already looked at different scholarship bodies website to see whether there are opportunities to apply for funding. Okay, and universities in the UK, they only give partial tuition fee discounts. All right, it's not going to be full funding. So
All right. Terima
Yes.
kasih Puan saya. It's a very interesting stories about the fundings, the scholarship and so on. But I'm sure that most of the students that going to overseas, one thing in mind while they're studying there, if they say if they work or even work during the studies. So is there any opportunity for them to work during studies to fund it themselves? I mean, while they're studying.
Yes. While studying in the UK, while you are a full-time student, you can work for 20 hours a week, okay, during term time. In the summer, if you don't go back, because how the semester system works is that you go to class for 9 months, okay, from autumn until spring, and in the summer you have a 3-month holiday. So the 9 month you can work for 20 hours per week. During the summer, if you don't come back to Malaysia, you can work for longer hours, but you cannot attach yourself to full-time work contract or agreement in the UK, okay, while you are on student visa. But upon graduation, what UK has now is also for you to stay on for another 2 years to work full-time in the UK, but you have to graduate first and apply for that work post-study work visa. So you can work 20 hours per week. How much you get paid, it depends. It could be at least £6 per hour. Okay, and you can probably work 2-3 hours a day, and it actually adds up to quite a lot, and it just help you to fund your cost of living. But to apply for visa later, you need to show that you have funding. Okay, so but we don't go into visa today, of course. Now, do you want me to
Yeah, please
cover
continue.
the application? Okay. So in terms of application to the UK, okay, you might be wondering, okay, how to apply, and when do you apply? All right. So let me go for onto this slide. Sorry. Okay. So in Malaysia we have UPU. All right. In the UK we have UCAS. So UCAS is the UK version of UPU, if you want to call it that way. So UCAS stands for UCAS, yeah, Universities and Colleges Admission Services. All right. It's an online application, or an application portal in which students fill up their details, and they have 5 universities to include in UCAS. Okay, and they put their admissions essay, they put their grades and everything, and then they send off. So there's only one application to complete, only one. All right, and the universities will then decide whether to give you an offer. So unlike UPU, where you probably can get only a couple of offers, in UCAS, if you apply to 5, it's not impossible to get all 5 offers. Okay, and then you can choose where you want to go in the end. All right, so when do you apply? Application actually starts in September every year. So for 2021, September ni akan buka application. Untuk kemasukan, next year. Alright, so September application opens. You have until June to apply the year after, and then you fly in September. University starts in September every year. Okay, UK university's main entry is September, October every year. So application starts September, a year prior to the year that you want to go. Let's say you want to go next year September, you boleh start apply from September this year up until June next year, and then you go in September. Okay, so that is the application cycle. So basically, assuming that you're entering matrix, okay, assuming that you're entering matrix now, in mid 2021, okay, you enter matrix, and then you go into your semester 1, okay, you study hard and you score, and then in semester 2 you start applying for UCAS. Okay, and try your best, if you're interested to go to UK, try your best to submit your application by mid of January 2022, so that you have enough time to get offers, and you can apply to top universities, and you have ample time to prepare yourself to go in September next year. So for you guys, again, enter matrix in mid 2021, go and do your semester 1 for matrix. In semester 2, although you have not complete your semester 2, start applying for UK via UCAS, and submit your application, wait for the offers, sort out your funding, and then you apply for visa and fly to the UK next September 2022. Okay, so you have about a month, a year from now, a year and 5 months or so from now, right? So that is the application cycle for UK. So a lot of students, but I can say that students, usually for matriculation students, sometimes they apply even after January, okay, because sometimes they're not sure that they could actually apply without having their final results for matriculation. Actually, you can apply with your semester 1 results and while doing your semester 2 studies at matrix. Okay, so that is sort of like the application cycle for UK. All right, and also in terms of the environment of the universities, some students, of course, they want to be in London. Some students, they want to be outside London. In the UK, similar to Malaysia, some universities have campus environment in which the universities are all in a gated area. There's a lot of space. It's very green. Okay, there's a lake. Okay, something like matriculation colleges in Malaysia, kan? Those are all what we call campus. And some students, they want to be in a city, like London, Manchester, Glasgow, Edinburgh. They want to be in big cities. But it's not really a problem if you're not in London, in the UK, and you won't miss out on anything, because it's the railway link is transportation link is very, very good in UK. You can study a bit outskirt. Then over the weekend, if you want to go to London, you can go to London. It's just a train ride away, and it's not going to be too boring studying outside of London. So you can actually commute over the weekend easily even if you're not in London. Okay, so that is the usually what students look at. And there are also other campus universities across, UK, places like Birmingham, Warwick, Bristol. Those are all nice campus that students enjoy going to. When I talk to matriculation students about their experience in the UK, they always tell me that the best part of studying in the UK is traveling, okay? Because it's a gateway to Europe. So they can go into a lot of different countries. It's an opportunity for them to travel, okay? Of course, without neglecting their studies. So it's an opportunity for them to travel and they get a lot of different exposure and experience. Of course, the universities provide them with the best facilities. They also like the teaching style there. The lecturers are very supportive, okay, and they want students to excel. And most importantly, studying abroad gives you a sort of like is for your self-development, okay. You are going outside of your comfort zone, so you learn to be independent, you learn to solve problems, think independently, and you learn to you get to network with people around the world. So those are some of the things that they find as the best bits of studying in the UK. Of course, not without challenges, okay? The first few months of studying in the UK can be a bit challenging because it's dark, it's cold, it's winter, okay? It's snowing, it's very dark, it's always gloomy, and you are trying to adapt yourself quickly. But after a couple of months, usually students start to feel a bit more relaxed and they integrate well with the environment and culture, okay? So that's the gist of it that I'm going to present today. I'm very sorry that you cannot see my slide. What a shame, but I don't know what went wrong. But I hope it's
No,
useful.
it's clear. The slide is clear, Puan Saayadatul.
Okay,
It can be
okay.
seen. So don't worry.
Okay. All right. So maybe I show just a few pictures. So in the UK kan, when I was studying in the UK many years ago, okay, I'm very very old. So I always thought that UK will have all the old traditional buildings. Sebenarnya tak, okay. There are also buildings like kita kat Malaysia, very modern looking and all. But there are also buildings yang betul-betul ancient like this one kan. So there are like castles macam Royal Holloway, University Durham, for example. Students, the accommodation is like a castle as well. So variety of different setup and buildings in the UK. So it's very very interesting. So if you have the opportunity, okay, insyaAllah kalau ada rezeki, mana tahu, you get to study abroad and in the UK specifically. Okay, so I'm happy to answer any questions if any, because I can see the time is already 10:34. So I may have exceeded the time that is given to me. So any questions that you want to ask, Encik Zul or anyone?
Okey, sekali lagi mewakili Matrikulasi, kami mengucapkan terima kasih berbanyak-banyak kepada Puan Saayadatul Afza Zakaria daripada Malaysian British Education Corporation Services, satu agensi yang menguruskan kemasukan pelajar ke universiti di United Kingdom. Jadi alhamdulillah perkongsian ini sangat-sangat berguna buat lepasan SPM, lepasan matrikulasi. So mereka boleh memikirkanlah laluan-laluan ke mana mereka nak pergi sebenarnya, ke mana mereka nak melanjutkan pelajaran. Kalau di matrikulasi, insyaAllah apa yang kita berikan peluang kepada anda adalah yang pertama sekali adalah kemasukan ke universiti awam terutamanya dan swasta di local universiti tempatan, tapi malahan kita tambahan lagi kemasukan anda boleh juga dibuat ke universiti di luar negara. Jadi ini merupakan satu peluang-peluang yang luas untuk adik-adik lepasan SPM. Masuklah, mohonlah ke matrikulasi untuk mengembangkan atau meluaskan pilihan anda, pilihan masa depan anda, insya-Allah dengan izinnya. Jadi selanjutnya, okey, kita belum habis lagi sesi kita sebenarnya, tapi kita akan tamatkan sesi dengan Puan Saayadatul Afza sebentar lagi. Kita akan teruskan dengan sesi bersama dengan wakil daripada E&M Education yang akan menerangkan berkaitan dengan kemasukan ke universiti di Australia. Jadi kita akan terus bersama di channel Jom Masuk Matrik. Okey, teruskan bersama Jom Masuk Matrik. Cuma live ini akan ditamatkan, cuma anda perlu pindah ke live yang satu lagi. Okey, jadi terima kasih sekali lagi Puan Saayadatul.
Sama-sama. I wish all the SPM students all the best for your results, and whatever results yang you dapat, jangan stress. Okay, there's always pathway for you. Okay, there's always pathway for you, and I hope I will see you at some point when you apply to the UK. Okay, so do consider matriculation. Thank you.
Terima kasih banyak Pak saya. Jumpa lagi.
Jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.